University of Mexico turned me down. There was another school that blacks could go to in Omaha, Nebraska, had a pharmacy department. Creighton University. Creighton University put me on an 18-month waiting list. So here I am. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Can't get what I'm supposed to do. Went back home, and just a friend of mine saw me one day there, Chris Young, and they had just opened up a Catholic school for blacks in Yazoo City in 1946. This was 1947. I was trying to go to school. Chris said, "George, come on, go with me." I said, "Let's go up here." I talked to sister, said, "Well, you don't have anything to lose." I said, "No, I don't." I said, "Cause I've been turned down with every school I tried, man, that I could get it popularly. Thought I had a chance." Took me out there, up there at that St. Francis Catholic School, Flo.
Yeah.
Up there at St. Francis. Sister sat there and she talked to me. I started crying. Sister said, "Wait, let me come back." She went out of the room and she came back. She said, "George, you sure now that you can get these credits you said from the Army?" I said, "Yes, Sister, I can get these credits." She said, "Well, what kind of high school record do you have?" She said, "You've never been to the 11th grade?" I said, "No." I said, "But out there now, because said that I couldn't have done anything anyway." So, and she said, "Well, you think you can get your diploma?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, you go see." This was on the Tuesday. So Professor Till had already told me that I was going to get the diploma, and I had him to call Sister, and she told him, he told her, said, "Yes, he will graduate. He's eligible to graduate." Sister asked me, she said, "Joe," she said, "Wait a minute." Sister went back there and came back in about 15 minutes and asked me, "When can you go to Xavier?" I said, "When you want me to go?" She said, "Well, you be there on the 29th of August. 29th of August, I was there. Now you got to take the exam to get into the university first. Ain't think about no pharmacist, nothing else. You got to get in there first." I walked through that. Don't know how I did it, but I did it. All right. Sister told me, these are Catholic schools. The sister told me, she said, "Well, George, you're going to be eligible to take the pharmacy test. If you pass that, make a grade high enough, then we will put you into pharmacy on probation for 1 year." And I said, "I'll take the test." I took that test, man, and I got a report back from Sister. Then 3 days later, she said, "George, you have been accepted as a freshman of pharmacy.
I hope you didn't miss it.
September the 3rd.
Okay.
And she made it understood that if I couldn't make it, that I would have to, either come back, liberal arts. I said, "Sister, if I can get in there, I'll be there." Man, I went on down there to Xavier. I passed that test to get into the university. I passed that test, and I told her, "Said, you enter the school of pharmacy." I wasn't the smartest kid, but you may think I'm kidding you, young man. I wasn't the smartest kid, but you know what? There wasn't nobody there smarter than I was. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I came on out of there, and I had nothing but good things to happen to me in my life. That's I said it was good. They all were good. So that all started when my mama told me, she said, "Son, I'll give you all I'm able to do. So, that's prayer, Sister Mom. I need that. And my mother's prayers, that nun up there at that Catholic school, and that white man that I worked in that drugstore, had a heart, that man. That man had a heart. He gave me, this is a, you don't know about white folks back in them days, man. White folks were white folks. They ain't mean, that is rough. That man gave me a recommendation. And sister, and that man got me in Xavier University. I came home when I was a sophomore.
Who's that?
School was out in sophomore year. I went back in the fall. When I walked out of there again, I was rich as pharmacist. I was rich from. So my life hadn't been anything but a good life to me. Nobody came any tougher than I did, and nobody could have had any better blessings than I had. That's the truth.